Hello everyone, so this is Shruti Kaura. Welcome back to my channel Shruti Kaura IELTS. So this is Shruti Kaura, the founder and CEO of surelyenglish.com and the top educators of Urban Pro and Unacademy. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all about face and the facial features. So if you look at face, the first thing that comes to your mind is the color, right? The color. Now, you all have seen foreigners, and what is the, word that you use to define their skin color? What do you think is the right word? Actually, the right word is English rose. That fair skin or that fair hair skin tone. That complexion is called as English rose color. On the other hand, if you are of Asian, Caucasian ethnicity, right? So usually we use the word a person of color. So please beware, don't use the word colored. Colored is not the right word. You can say a man of color or a woman of color. Right? If you are of Asian or Caucasian ethnicity, you can use this word. And if your parents are of different ethnicities, then you are of mixed race. You belong to the mixed race. Like Southern Europeans are called as Mediterraneans. Now, similar to build, even face has got a lot of words attached to it. So the simple ones are, you have the round face, oval face, heart-shaped face, round face. These are some of the basic words. But if you look, obviously oval face is considered as the best face where, your forehead is little wider than your chin. But if you talk about the specific features, if we come to the eyebrows, then the first word is bushy eyebrows. So bushy eyebrows are the long, they are having the thick hairs. Eyebrows having the thick hairs, they are called as the bushy eyebrows. Whereas the best eyebrows are called as the arched eyebrows, where they are, shaped like an arc. That is why they are called as arched eyebrows. So bushy eyebrows are also called as kind of thick eyebrows, but not exactly. They have got thick hairs on it, whereas the thick eyebrows are actually very thick. Then coming down to your face, if I talk about the cheekbones, right? If I say you have high cheekbones, so that means they are very prominent cheekbones. They look very attractive. And similarly, if you say that you have got rosy cheeks are that, having that reddish pinkish tint on your face, rosy cheeks. And what about dimples? For example, when you smile, you get those hollows near your mouth. They are called as dimples. Similarly, if I just said rosy cheeks, right? The cheeks that are having the rosy and the, pinkish tint. Similarly, if the cheeks are kind of, curved inwards or they are like sunken, that's called as sunken cheeks. Maybe due to old age or illness, they are called as sunken cheeks. Now, eyebrows, after the eyebrows, cheeks or cheekbones, now comes the nose. For the nose, if you have a very prominent kind of a nose, right? So you say, hooked nose. That is not very kind of, broad, but it's very prominent on your face. That's a hooked nose. Whereas if the, nose goes up at the end, that's called as a snub nose. Or if the nose is very broad, that's called as a broad nose, right? And the lips and the teeth I have already covered, but in my earlier video, I got a lot of questions asking that what do we call the eyes of the eyes that these Chinese and Japanese people have, what do we call, what is the term that we use for those eyes? So the term is slit or slanted eyes. Japanese or Chinese have slit or slanted eyes. And similarly for the teeth, I got the words that what do you call if one has a very good teeth? The word is regular teeth. When the teeth are completely healthy and straight. So need not to be healthy, but at least they are straight. They look straight. And if your teeth are here and there, you need braces to straighten them. Then the word is crooked teeth. You have got crooked teeth. And another one I got the questions on my channel, on my video, is that what do you call, what is the term for the lines, the wrinkles that you get at the outer corner of your eyes? So what is the term? Actually the term is crow's feet, right? That the outer wrinkles of your eyes, they are called as crow's feet. Similarly, for the face, let me ask you a question. What kind of face Rekha has? The Bollywood actress, the veteran Bollywood actress, Rekha, what kind of face she has? So she has completely unlined face. Unlined face is a face that shows no signs of aging. No signs of aging. So, unlined face. On the other hand, what do we call the face or faces that have a lot of lines? Maybe lines of aging, wrinkle lines or deep lines. So, the first type of face is craggy face. C-R-A-G-G-Y, craggy. It looks strong, but it has got deep lines in it. That is what you call craggy face. Whereas furrowed face is also there, which has got deep lines. Furrowed face. Then similarly, even the seamed face has got a lot of lines in it. Seamed face. Now, you remember that Harry Potter movie or any other story where the witch goes around on that broomstick? She has got a pointed nose, a very long and thin and unpleasant face, and her chin and her nose is very pointed, and she has a very long, thin and unpleasant face. What kind of face is that? That face is called as hatchet-faced person. Where you have a very long pointed nose, pointed chin, and you have got a long and a thin unpleasant face. That is hatchet-faced. Now that is a negative word. Similarly, the question that is going on in your mind is that if someone has got a very firm face, straight in face, in a very attractive manner, that face is called as a sculpted face. We say is that it's a sculpted face, right? Now let's assume you are out, maybe for a longer period of time, you are out in the harsh weather conditions, or not even the harsh weather condition, you are outside the house for a longer period of time. So that face is called as a weather beaten face. Weather beaten face. Now, before I define the facial expressions, I would like to tell you two terms. What is exactly the meaning of facelift and freckles? Facelift and freckles. Now, wrinkles, that deep folds, that lines are called as wrinkles. But what are freckles and facelift? So facelift is actually the cosmetic surgery. When you go under the knife, when you do cosmetic surgery just to enhance your features, just to make your features more sharp, then you say, I went for a facelift. I had a facelift. And similarly, when you get that reddish brown spots on your face, maybe due to the exposure of sun, or definitely it happens, when you are outside for a longer period of time. They are called as freckles. Usually when foreigners come to our country, they get freckles on their skin. Next, if I go ahead and if I start telling you about the facial expressions, let me first define the smile for you. I mean, that's a happy face, sad face, or smiley face, but there are different expressions for the smile. For example, the first is smile when you normally smile. Another one is, grin. When you smile like this, when you just show off all your teeth, it's a bare teeth expression, like that's a grin. Similarly, smirk is there. The word is smile and smirk. So smirk is something when you make your face in a very silly way. That is a smirk. And frown, when you actually take both your brows, these brows closer to each other. That's frown. When you frown, usually you show displeasure or disappointment. That's when you frown. So you should know the difference between smile, smirk, grin and frown. Similarly, other facial expressions are pouted. Everybody must be aware of pouted, but pouted expression is like this. When you show your face like this, that's a pouted expression. Again, you show displeasure, discomfort or disappointment. That's a pouted expression. Then it's the glazed over. Glazed over is an expressionless kind of a look. It has got no emotion, no interest. And even similar to these lines, similar on these lines, the other word is unreadable. When the person's expression, facial expressions or even eye expressions are completely unreadable, you cannot actually, guess what the other person is thinking, then that person has unreadable expressions, right? And similarly, the other word is dumbfounded. When you are dumbstruck with either astonishment or surprise, like that's a dumbfounded look. That's a dumbfounded, facial expression. And it is similar to quizzical look. Quizzical is usually, it shows more of a humor. Like you are surprised, you are confused. That look is there, but majorly to show the humor, the fun part of it. That's a quizzical look. And similarly, when you get a sudden moment of pain, like maybe you are getting shots at the doctor's clinic or you are sitting at the dentist's chair, that's when you get that pain, that moment of pain, that's called as a winced, W-I-N-C-E-D, winced expression. That's a winced facial expression, right? And even sometimes when you are disappointed, maybe you are sad, then you say that you have a long face. Even similar on those lines, on those grounds, another expression is doleful face. Doleful face is something which is expressing sorrow, right? Which expresses your sadness. That's a doleful face. So over all these multiple expressions that I have discussed with you till date, I would like to tell you one thing, that of course we have learnt a lot of expressions and you can use this, but there are certain expressions which are widely used. And I want all of you to go through them once again, right? Now, if I tell you certain important idioms related to face, right? So the first one is to face the music. To face the music means maybe you have done something and now it's done something bad. And now it's time to accept the responsibility of what you have done, which is maybe not acceptable or it's bad. That is to face the music. Then fall flat on your face. That means you end up, doing some kind of mistake. That is when you say, oh, it actually fell flat on my face. I thought something, but then something happened, and it fell flat on my face. So for the face, there are a lot of expressions that I have just shared with you related to the smile, related to the freckles. And one more thing, one question before I just sign off. What is the difference between wink and blink? Yeah, what is the difference between wink? The wink is something when you close and open one eye, just one eye quickly, right? Either, to express something, some joke, maybe, to express the humor of a joke, or to signal maybe some secret or affection or greeting. That is wink. When you do like this, that's you wink. And what about blink? When you shut and close, shut and open both the eyes for a very short period of time, like that's a blink. That's blink. You blink your eyes and you wink your eyes. So that is the difference between wink and blink, right? So definitely with this information, I sign off for today. I'll come again with more such videos that will really help you to not only understand the expression, but you can also speak these expressions too, right? So this is Shruti Kaura signing up for today. If you really like the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll definitely reply to all the comments. So goodbye.